So today, we want to share with you a story, what happened when we traveled to the Fraser Valley. I think it was Vancouver or Langley. My cousin and her husband lived there with their children. And we want to share a story, what our youngest son did to my cousin's son. And just that you know, my cousin's husband was working, or he is a police officer, an RCMP, and just imagine your son does something not very good at their place. So before we have that story, Christine will read a few Bible verses, and then we will share that story with you.
Psalm 139. O Lord, you have searched me, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. You hem me in, behind and before. You have laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be.
Wow, we have a great God. And I don't know if you sometimes forget it. We do forget it sometimes, to thank our God, our Father in heaven, for all the blessings He has given to us. He has given us a wonderful family. He has given us friends. He has given us a beautiful home to live in, nice beds to sleep, nice food to eat. God gave us health. God gave us His blessings. When we traveled with our family, and when we did travel with our family, with our boys along, we always saw God's nature, the beautiful places, especially Canada, one of the best countries in the world. One of the best countries in the world. You would say your country is maybe better, and I would not argue that, because God has made this world so beautiful. He has given us, as husband and wife, the opportunity to travel with our children, all those amazing places, to see them, walking down those streets, going into churches, other places, standing in front of audiences and sharing God's amazing love with the people. So we are so blessed that we have become born-again Christians, and that we can serve our God. As you just read those verses in the Bible, God's word, it is food for our soul. Food for our soul, so that we can grow and that we can share it with other people. So all those years when we traveled to Western Canada, I don't know how many times you have been there.
Yeah.
Maybe 13, 14 times.
Probably, yeah.
So what happened in Vancouver? Can you share with our audience a little bit what happened at my cousin's place?
So we were on tour again, and we had gone to visit Edward's cousin in Vancouver. I think it was Vancouver. And they were serving us a meal, and they have two children who are close to our children in age. So Sheldon was probably around 6 and Matthias 8, probably around the same time that they were when we were in Germany. And they were playing together. Their son was the same age as Sheldon, our youngest son. Or maybe even a little bit younger. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. And they were playing down in the basement together, these two boys. And you know how boys are?
I should not forget to say that my cousin's husband is an RCMP. He's a policeman, okay? So, okay.
Yeah, so they were tussling. You know how boys are? They like to wrestle with each other. So they were wrestling and tussling, and that isn't any major deal. That's normally, we know that from our boys. And So all of a sudden, both of them come crying and screaming upstairs from the basement, and blood was coming out of Edward's cousin's son's mouth. And Sheldon comes up and says, "He said I could do it. He said I should do this." So he had taken his fist. So they were wrestling, and then all of a sudden the cousin's son said, give it to me, right here in the mouth."
No, he had a loose tooth.
He did, but he had said, "Just give it to me in the mouth."
Yeah, give it to me with the fist.
With the
just
fist.
right here.
Just do it right here. So Sheldon's like, "Sure, I'll do that." Boom.
He gave them one in the face and right on the tooth, and the blood just came out of his mouth. And he came running up, screaming and yelling, and wow.
Yeah, so his tooth was loose, and he was about to lose that tooth. So obviously that's why all the blood was there, because the tooth did come out, but he
Yes.
didn't do anything harmful to him. Yes.
So my cousin, RCMP, he didn't put me in jail for it, not Sheldon either. But we straightened it out with our youngest son, that something like that would not happen again.
Yeah, that you don't listen to a child that age and say and do what he asks you to do.
So we straightened that out. So we cleaned up the problem. Let's put it that way. They for sure forgave us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. And if my cousin watches this video, that's okay. I hope that you have forgiven us and your son too. I'm sure they did.
Oh yeah.
So this is a thing what we did on tour. Just imagine you had two wild guys, two boys, grew up on the road. For them, there were no strangers. They were always at home wherever we walked into the door. And we had to discipline our children sometimes in front of other people, not in front of other people, but at other people's homes.
And that's true. Our boys, because we traveled so much, our boys were always feeling at home wherever we went. They literally would make themselves at home. It was as though they had always lived there.
Yeah, you see, that's a problem when.
Yeah, but you know what? Usually when we were at other people's places, they wanted us to feel at home. So our boys always felt that. So.
Yeah, because they grew up like that, and that was it. So we were sometimes up to 7 months a year, out of the house, at other people's places, because we did a lot of fundraisers with the concerts, raising money for missions. So they didn't want to pay hotels, and we didn't want them to pay hotels for us. So we just stayed at people's homes. They gave us amazing food and amazing places. And then we have stories like this to share.
Yeah.
And that's why we said we will share our stories, which God has given to us through the 39 years of full-time ministry, traveling all over the globe. And I hope these stories will give you a little smile when you watch them. And thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you so much for sharing the video with other people. And also subscribe at our subscriber. That would help us a lot too. And also share the stories with other people, the videos with other people. We will have another song yet for you at the end, if you want to hear us play. So we will have a song playing after this video for you. So thank you for watching. We wish you God's blessings, and watch the video till the end.
God bless you.